All right, hi, my girlfriend, and I want to tell you about a message I received from Carl that stopped me in my tracks. Carl is one of my clients. He's done the work, he's used the tools, he's seen tremendous success on the golf course, but here's what he told me. The biggest thing is that you have one brain, and you get to use the tools you give me in all parts of life. Practicing with my aging parents, stepdaughters, daughters, and wife has been the biggest gift you've given me. Golf is just what got us started. Carl didn't just transform his golf game, he transformed his life. Because here's the truth. I tell every client, you have one brain. How you do one thing, you do everything. Welcome to the final episode of the Success Path bonus series. Today is about stretching beyond golf. Carl has gotten tremendous success from using all the tools in the Success Path. But recently he sent me a message when I asked him what has been the biggest thing that has created the most success for you. And I have to share it with you. He said, as I'm writing this to you, the biggest thing is that you have one brain, that you get to use the tools you give me in all parts of your life. But recently when I asked him, what has been the biggest impact? What has created the most success for you? And he sent me a message that I have to share with you. He said, as I'm writing this to you, the biggest thing is that you have one brain and you get to use the tools you give me in all parts of life. Practicing with my aging parents, stepdaughters, daughters, and wife has been the biggest gift you've given me. Golf is just what got us started. He went on, my appreciation and gratitude for you is off the charts. Don't let it go to your head, but you're an amazing human. FYI, my wife just said she thanks you. Now, I'm not sharing this to pat myself on the back. I'm sharing it because it's proof of something I tell every client. You have one brain. Carl didn't just learn how to manage his mind on the golf course. He learned how to manage it with his aging parents, with his stepdaughters, with his daughters, with his wife. The tools he practiced on the golf course, catching his thoughts, managing his emotions, staying calm and certain and confident, those became the tools he used everywhere else. And his entire life changed because of it. Golf was just what got them started. But the real transformation, that happened off the course. Here's what I want you to know. Golf affects life and life affects golf. You can't separate them because you're not two different people. One on the course and one off. The tools you use to manage your mind on the golf course, they work everywhere. Steer, the tool that helps you spot your thought patterns and shift them, that works in parenting, in your marriage, in your career, with your aging parents. Brain dump, the tool that clears mental clutter so you can reset, that works before a big meeting, before a tough conversation, before bed when your mind won't shut off. 18 proud, the intention to walk off the course proud of how you showed up, that works at the end of a workday, at the end of a hard week, at the end of the conversation with your teenager or grown daughter. The reason you want to stretch these tools beyond golf is because that's where the real transformation happens. When you practice self-compassion on the golf course, it becomes your default everywhere. When you learn to manage anxiety on the first tee, you know how to manage it before a presentation or a difficult conversation with family. When you stop beating yourself up after a bad shot, you stop beating yourself up after any mistake. Or at least that's what I want you to do. And here's the beautiful part. The more you use these tools off the course, the better you get at using them on the course. Because practice is practice. Reps are rep. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a mental reset after a bogey and a mental reset after a tough day at work. It all counts. That's why it doesn't matter if you're playing golf right now, if your clubs are in the garage or you're not. Now is the time to work on this. So here's your challenge this week. Pick one tool you've been using on the golf course and use it somewhere else. Something you've gotten out of these podcasts that you've listened to. Something in Think Above Par. Maybe it's using Steer to catch an unhelpful thought at work or with the family. Doing a brain dump before a tough conversation. Setting an 18 proud intention before your workday. What do I need to do today so I walk away proud of how I showed up? Use it, practice it, see what happens. Because the more you stretch these tools beyond golf, the more they become part of who you are. And that's when everything changes on the course and off. All right, my friend, that's it for the Success Path. Over these 7 episodes, you've heard the exact roadmap my most successful clients use to transform their mental game. Start and commit. Use your tools. Clarify your wins. Control your thoughts. Engage in reps, share and support, stretch beyond golf. You've got the roadmap. Now the question is, are you going to walk it alone or with support? Because every client you heard about in this series, Kelly and Jennifer and Janie and Becky and Judy and Carl, they did this work inside your Mental Caddy program or one-on-one with me, within weekly coaching, with a community of golfers doing the same hard work, with accountability to actually use the tools, not just know about them. That's what creates transformation, not information, but support. And if you're ready for that, head over to the free Your Mental Caddy community on School and connect. The link is in the show notes, and you'll find all the details about how you can upgrade to the yearly program. If you're not ready yet, that's okay. Stay in the free community. Keep using the tools, and we'll be here when you are. Remember, you have one brain. Make it work for you, not against you. All right, my friends, think above par so you can play below par on the golf course and in life. Have a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you next Wednesday. Bye.